Raghuram Rajan, this is an area which you really know inside out because there's some real concern about the rising levels of bad debts that Indian banks are currently carrying in their books. Some call it a potential bubble. That's a word you made famous many years ago. Now that bubble is probably an exaggeration, but bad debts or NPAs, non-performing assets, is a major issue. How does India fix that problem?
The first thing is clean up balance sheets. Balance sheets even before the pandemic were clogged with high levels of debt, and certainly bank balance sheets were clogged with bad debt. I believe that we have postponed this problem a little bit right now with all the moratoria, the forbearance, etc. But postponing the problem doesn't mean it goes away. And my sense is at some point we'll have to tackle it head on. And that's really the question. Do we have the discipline to tackle it head on and clean up the balance sheets to restore the possibility of longer run growth? And, we've, in a sense, suspended the IBC, the bankruptcy code. We've given a lot of forbearance. That has to change. We have to flip it over. And we have to find ways, for example, for small and medium enterprises to restructure their bad debts, to go to the bank and say, here's a deal, and allow the banks to accept deals. There's losses on all sides, but that way the small and medium enterprise can go forward. That is what we need to do in order to clean balance sheets.
Now for that to succeed, once again, everything is so dependent on proper implementation. The budget proposal of a special bank to handle the problem of bad debts needs to be sure that the process is carried out without favors or any political interference or influence, right?
So now we've proposed a bad bank. Again, the details are deliciously vague. We don't know. A bad bank, which is largely in the public sector, will be ineffective. But a bad bank which is only in the private sector may have some issues also. So design is really important here. And I hope the mandarins in the finance ministry are at work trying to figure out the design which will make it actually deal with the problems we have. So we need to clean up in the financial sector. It can happen, requires enormous effort and energy that should have started yesterday, certainly should start now.
I must say, I just want to take a moment to enjoy myself and embarrass you by saying this is all your fault. The year before you left, GDP grew at 8%. And then you left and GDP went down to 4%. Aren't you ashamed of yourself?
No. I wish there was cause and effect was so clear, but it's not.
Chalo, for now we'll shall replace cause and effect with clear, solid correlation. But it is true that there have been a lot of major policy changes after you left.
Well, I think I hate to keep coming back to this, but it was a demonetization which sort of disrupted what was a process of strengthening growth. And of course, we have revisionist histories of demonetization. But the reality was India was coming back at that point after the global recession. And that disrupted the flow. And unfortunately, other things have built up on that disruption. And we haven't fully ever come back.